Hi guys, I wanted to do this video regarding the topic today being uh, what is really the white man's religion? Is it Christianity or atheism? I asked and I posed that question because I already know the answer. It's a rhetorical question, obviously, which is what God does in the Bible. He asks rhetorical questions, answers that he already knows. So when you read the Bible, which is unfortunate because many black people don't know that they are the very people in the Bible. They're the only people in the Bible for the first 2,000 years. And that other races did not even come into existence until after the Tower of Babel. Now, the Tower of Babel is a story in the Bible by which the atheist hijacked in the form of evolution. Charles Darwin was a white supremacist who hijacked the story from the Bible. Basically, he's a thief. He stole the story from the Bible. He perpetuated a lie so that black people would not be able to really see who they are in the Bible, and other people would perpetuate, including his own people, the story of white supremacy. So rather than let you see who you are in the Bible and see the real story of God and God's creationism in the Bible, which basically shows the average white person. And I'm gonna let me further this out because what I need you to understand is that white supremacy is based off of a lie, right? So they're saying that they're supreme. In order to be supreme and to conquer the world so that the world could believe in this lie, they had to do a lot of propaganda, destruction, and forcing groups of people into their belief system. Now, this is why I know the Bible is so accurate and so true, because the Bible does not show white people in any other light other than oppressive. Now, that's just the truth. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. Okay? The white people of the Bible, if you were to read the Bible, you'll discover that they really didn't have any role in the Bible except for as Romans and Greeks. Okay? Both of which were oppressive to the people of God, okay, who happened to be black in the beginning and closer to black. They surely definitely was not white in no way, shape, or form. Definitely was not white. Not white. So again, in the first 2,000 years of the Bible, everybody was black. That includes Adam, Eve, Cain and Abel, Seth, and all of his descendants, Noah, his children, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, their descendants, all the way to the Tower of Babel. It wasn't there until in the Tower of Babel story is about basically evolution. There you go. Now, okay, so follow me. That is the story. God uses the story of evolution in the Bible. He doesn't call that out, but when you read the story, that's what it's about. It's about some people, all one culture, all one people, who all could speak the same language, who decided at that point they were getting so powerful, believed that they were so great, that they started building this large tower. And it wasn't even the story really of the tower. It was the motivation in their hearts. It was the puff upness in their heart. It was that they thought they were God. Okay, they had gotten so great they wanted to know the knowledge of God, and God said, "Oh no, that's not happening." So He scattered them. Okay, He made them. First of all, that's why they call it Babel, because guess what? He made them babble. They could, where they could speak one language, He stopped them from speaking one language. Okay, made them no longer understand each other, and then the people had to find, in order, that's the nature of people. We need to communicate. We have to have a social environment. So there were some people that spoke the same language after He did this scattering of their languages. It was many languages that came about. The people there had to find those people that could speak to them, and then they became their own groups, and then they moved off into other parts of the world because that is what God wanted. And from there, they evolved into other races. Now, that story from the Tower of Babel is what Charles Darwin stole from the Bible. Charles Darwin was a white supremacist who stole the story from the Bible. The narrative cannot be in the Bible that there are no Europeans in it. There are no people in Germany. There's no people in other European countries in the Bible. So you can't have a Bible about people that are supposed to be inferior, who are already enslaved across the world. Okay, you cannot have the Bible be about them and you're not in it. So what he did was construct a new narrative. He started with the white supremacist being that I'm going to be God. We're going to take away the real God and we're going to now be God. And we're going to now create a book called The Origin of Species. And we're going to make up a lie in what God calls vain speculation. That's what God calls, that's a sin. Vain speculation, for which God calls that. And then he moves on and takes the story of the Tower of Babel out of context, furthering it out to now make evolution be about us people being evolved from apes to man. Neanderthals, caves. Caucasus Mountains, whites. He changed the very narrative. Now, the real white supremacist, white man's religion is atheism, because that is a religion. That is the religion, the faith, and the belief system that there is no God, and that the only God is their humanistic views, which is, again, a religion that I am God, white people who want you to believe their story, take away your entire narrative, keeping you from, and for many years, if the Bible was really not the truth, they would have let you read it on the plantation. They did not, sweetie. You couldn't even read on the plantation. You were forbidden. You were murdered and killed for even wanting to read. And the very nature of what they didn't want you to read was the Bible. Okay? Because you're all in it. Okay? You are the Bible. Okay? And the people that came from the Bible, that did anything in the Bible, God's people in the Bible, were you. Good and bad. Okay? But not them. They weren't in it, except for, again, at the time, would have been Rome and Greece. But nothing else. And even Romans and Greece are Italians who, if you really, they're Mediterranean, and if you really go into their history, you'll find that that was black. Many of them are mixed deeply with black blood. I would even profess that if you were to do any kind of DNA test on them in a modern, they'll have a lot of European today, but in the ancient days, it was even more black in them, okay? But they were still kind of in that between of European, okay? So I'm not going to claim no Italian. Trust me, I'm not. Romans and Greece, no, I'm not. But I am just telling you, that's why they're called the niggas of the white people, okay? Now, that's the truth. So I am going to end this at this point because I want you to know that is the real white man's religion. And for you atheist black people, and for you foolish black people who believe in no God, who's going against Christianity, going against the Bible, going against Jesus, you are going against your darn selves. You're going against being the children of God. You are then now truly, because once again, you've listened to the white supremacists tell you something that is not true. So the Origin of Species, Charles Darwin's book that started the whole theory of evolution, and that is now perpetuated as being true in the schools, and now that's somehow again being perpetuated as fact when a theory is never a fact. You got hustled again. You've been sold a bill of goods that is not redeemable. Okay? At the end of the day, you have just been sold the Brooklyn Bridge and you don't have it in your backyard. I'm very sorry for you. Read the Bible and stop listening to lies.